Hello po mga kababayan, short video lang po tayo. Pag-usapan po natin yung continuation po ito ng naging topic natin kahapon, yung chismis against the Marcoses. Nagsanib puwersa na kasi si Carpa with yung dating Chief Justice na natanggal, si Serena. Naging Marites na po, hindi na Maria Lourdes. Yung issue, pinofloat niya mga kababayan, kinarir na niya. Makikita niyo sa mga post niya mga kababayan sa Facebook. Ang ang Facebook account, Milo Sereno. Si Marcos po at hindi si Ninoy ang unang nagsuggest in 1997 sa ASEAN na summit sa Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, na maaring i-drop na niya ang claim ng Pilipinas sa Sabah. So ito po yung issue, mga kababayan. Pero by her own admission, hindi man na niya natuloy. Di man pala natuloy. Di ba? Ngayon, sino ba talaga ang traidor? Kasi yun ang punto niya. Pinalalabasan ninyo na ang traidor si Ninoy Aquino, siya nagbenta ng Sabah sa Malaysia. Pero ang totoo na niyan, si Marcos, ngayon, ano nga ba ang totoo? Ito po ang totoo. This was the remarks of President Marcos on a radio television chat regarding the Sabah claim issue. This was published, mga kababayan, 1968, September 9, 1968, official gazette.gov.ph. So, hindi siya chismis o kung saan-saan lang yung sources. Ito yung official mismo, the stand of the former President Marcos. Sabi niya rito, I have said that we do not expect war with Malaysia. We will not start hostilities. We have solemnly declared in our Constitution that we renounce war as an instrument of national policy. We are one of the original signatories to the Charter of the United Nations, and we will abide by its covenants on the peaceful settlement of disputes. That is why our official position, and I would like to repeat this at the risk of sounding like a broken record, we have adopted the official position that this issue should be brought to the international juries of great prestige, who can determine whether the Philippines has a legal claim to Sabah or whether Malaysia should retain Sabah. We will abide by the judgment of the World Court. So ano ibig sabihin nito, mga kababayan? Let the World Court decide. If it will be in favor of the Philippines, maganda. But if it will favor Malaysia, just the same. We will abide by the judgment of the World Court. So, ganon. And that's the reason why, sabi natin nga, mga kababayan, kung flinot man yon na idea ng dating Pangulo, on my analysis po, as he was, a diplomat and an expert sa military maneuver, it could be a diplomatic maneuvers to ease the tension on the issue of Sabah claim. Pero tinuloy niya? Hindi po. Just to diffuse siguro, sige niya. But he has no intention to pursue with it. Bakit? Hindi nga natuloy by their own admission nitong mga dilawan. Kasi may official stand po ang ating dating Pangulo. Matalino siya kung paano magmaniobra to diffuse tension. Sabi dito, it is unfortunate that several incidents have been taking place in Malaysia which though hostile and provocative, do not seem to be quickly and properly dealt with by Malaysian authorities. We have just received the apology of the Malaysian government, and I hope that in the next few days, reason will return into the public acts of Malaysian citizens. I appeal also to our citizens to maintain decorum. Is a real leader, mga kababayan. And dignity in the matter of this issue. There is therefore the more reason why Filipinos themselves should continue to be calm. Kalma lang anya kayo. In the face of these developments, we will not permit ourselves to be carried away by passion or sentiment. And I commend you, my countrymen, for keeping your peace. Again, I am appealing to all of you to cooperate in proving that the Filipino is sufficiently mature to dominate any situation and face any trial which may come his way. I hope that I have assured you in this interview that we have taken the necessary steps to ensure the security of our country from any act of aggression. However, sabi niya, I have said during this interview also, I do not see any act of aggression from any country whatsoever. We are merely adopting the usual precautions in the event that there should be aggression. Ready lang, mga kababayan, yung bansa, pero sabi ni Marcos, hindi niya tayo magsisimula ng gulo. Hindi. But we will defend our territory. And we are ready for that. The usual precautions. Tama, mali? Tama. Sabi ko sa inyo, maingat palabas ng mga statements po yung dating Pangulong Marcos. He is truly a statesman, mga kababayan. O ngayon, ito, i-share ko po sa inyo. For you to understand kung sino talaga yung totoong nag-traidor. This was written by, sino ba? Nagkuha nito. Manila Times mismo. Unfinished business over disputed Sabah. This was published August 9, 2020. Dito po ninyo ma-determine kung sino ang totoong nag-traidor officially. Sabi rito, mga kababayan, admittedly, the Philippine claim has been humbled by setbacks in local politics. During the term of President Diosdado Macapagal, the issue was raised at the United Nations. He also suspended diplomatic relations with Kuala Lumpur. Later, sabi rito, President Ferdinand Marcos sought to bring the issue to the International Court of Justice. But Malaysia refused to be a litigant, arguing that the dispute had been settled by a democratic and constitutional process. But in 1966, Mr. Marcos recognized Malaysia, which Malaysians say was tantamount to accepting that Sabah was part of its federation. Press reports in 1977 said Mr. Marcos had indicated that he might drop the Philippine claim at the ASEAN meeting in Kuala Lumpur. Ito yung kinote ni Marites Sereno. But he did not follow through on that. Oh, you see? Malinaw. O ngayon, ito ang pakinggan ninyong maigi. The New Straits Times, NST, reported that in 1983, Senator Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr. Again? Sino yon? Senator Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr. Ano daw? Sought Malaysia's help in ousting Mr. Marcos. And once in power, he would drop the Philippine claim to Sabah. But Senator Aquino was assassinated later that year. Naalala ninyo yung mga kwento na nang i-check yung passport na ginamit ni dating Senador Ninoy Aquino para umuwi sa Pilipinas, hindi man po Filipino passport. Ano daw na passport? Malaysian passport. So, he was a Malaysian. Namatay siya, hindi man po Filipino. Barkada niya yung Malaysia eh. O, ano ka ngayon, Marites Sirena? Saan ba kayo mga sinungaling? Yung mga kasalanan ninyo, itinuturo ninyo sa iba. And use it as a weapon to destroy the Marcoses. Sabi ko nga kahapon, mga kababayan, kung mayroon mang kasalanan yung tatay, kasalanan ba yun ng anak? The sins of the father can never be the sins of his son. Neither, sabi sa Word of God, the sins of the son be the sins of the father. Sabi ko nga, itong si Sireno, Protestant, siguro, yung mga Protestants, di ba, madalas ding magbasa ng Bible. I presume alam niya to. Kaya lang, with their, intention to block the Marcoses from returning to power, they want to destroy the candidacy of BBM. Kung ano na ginagawa ninyong kwento na kasinungalingan. We continue. Sino talaga yung non-traidor? The NST, New Straits Times, Singapore yata to, based, suggested that his widow, President Corazon Aquino, might have fulfilled the promise to Malaysia. Bakit? Sabi dito, she oversaw the drafting of a new constitution which amended the definition of national territory of the Philippines written in 1973 Constitution. Ano da? The new 1987 Constitution dropped the phrase inalis. Anong phrase daw ito? All the other territories belonging to the Philippines by historic or legal title, inalis yun sa ating Constitution. So comes now, yung official claim natin na wala na sa Constitution. Bakit? Si Cory mismo. Inalis nang i-drop yung 1987 Constitution, basahin ninyo. Wala na yung phrase na all the other territories belonging to the Philippines by historic or legal title from Article 1 that could have supported the Sabah claim. Sirena, Marites. Yung mga kabuktutan po ninyo, yung mga dilaw, itinuturo ninyo sa iba, sa kalaban ninyo. Si dating Presidente Marcos, wala mang gano'n ginawa. Ang sabi niya, kalma lang kayo ha, we pursue the claims of this before the United Nations in the World Court. Napakalinaw. Ang sabi rito, ulitin ko, balikan natin, mga kababayan. Sabi niya, the Philippines has a legal claim to Sabah or whether Malaysia should retain Sabah, we will abide by the judgment of the World Court. Yung mga dilawan, ay mismo, mga kababayan, doon mismo sa Constitution na ginawa nila na 1987, drinap nila, mga kababayan, yung Sabah claim. And that is official act. Ulitin ko, the new 1987 Constitution dropped the phrase, all the other territories belonging to the Philippines by historic or legal title, from Article 1 that could have supported the Sabah claim. This was published, mga kababayan, Unfinished Business over Disputed Sabah, Manila Times. Tingnan ninyo, basahin ninyo. The Aquino's son, Benigno Noynoy Aquino III, was conspicuously silent about the Sabah. During his term as president, some had wondered if there was tacit agreement with Malaysia, which helped the Philippines sign a peace agreement with the Moro Islamic Liberation Front in 2012. Ayun tuloy, Marites, kung hindi mo ito kinalkal, hindi sana na-confirm ng mga mamamayang Pilipino ngayon. Na talagang yung mga kwan mo, mga sponsor mo. Siya nag-appoint sa'yo eh. Ito si Panot. As fake Chief Justice. Kaya natanggal ka eh. Kahit hindi kwalipikado. Assuming ka. O ngayon, kinarir mo na lang yung pagchismis. Bumirang. Parang yung propaganda ni Carpa, sumabog sa pagmumukha niya. yung pagiging luminary niya, legal luminary, naging, ano yung tawag ko kapon? Naging bituing walang ningning. Yung pagiging abogado di Campanario, naging abogado di Camposanto. Narinig ko sa inyo. That was a highlight of Mr. Aquino's term, even though some had disapproved of allowing Malaysia, which supported the Muslim secessionists in southern Mindanao, to play a role in peace talks that led to the agreement. To be clear, sabi dito, Malaysia is a friend and an ally of the Philippines, but we should protect our rights. Like the official policy adopted since the time of Mr. Marcos, we believe that the Sabah issue should be settled peacefully. Certainly neither through Twitter nor through a diplomatic tit for tat. The issue should be settled for real. Dragging it on only irritates old wounds. Nanggagatong na naman kayo doon, mga dilawan. Okay na. Ako nga, pabalik-balik sa Malaysia. And you know, mga kababayan, we should be friends by the Malaysian people kasi parang iisang lahi man lang tayo. Di ba yung Malay race? Yung mga Pilipino, magkakapatid. Almost, kung magpunta nga tayo, mga kababayan, I tell you, pumunta ako sa Malaysia, tingnan niyo ang magmumukha ng mga Malaysians. Hindi man dapat mag-away. Kung may away, sabi ni dating Pangulong Marcos, pag-usapan natin ng maayos sa World Court. Kung paboran kayo, we will abide. Kung pumabor din sa amin, you have to abide. Magkakapatid po tayo sa dugo by ethnic group, Malays. Di ba Malay race tayo? Basahin ko sa inyo. Kaya nga, pati yung pananalita dun sa Malaysia, ang daming similarities dito sa atin. Yung stone, Bato. Bato Cave. Pumunta kami doon sa Bato Cave. Yung bahay, balay. Silaman. Kaya lang yung kwan doon, nakalimutan ko yun. Yung kanin, kanon. Kanin. It kanon. Kanon. Malays. Sabi rito, are an Austronesian ethnic group native to the eastern Sumatra, Malay Peninsula, in coastal Borneo. North Borneo yung Sabah. Di ba? As well as the smaller islands that lie between these locations. Wikipedia. Areas that are collectively known as the Malay world. These locations are today part of the countries of Malaysia, Indonesia, Sumatra, Bangka, Belitung Islands, Borneo, Kalimantan, and Rio Islands, southern part of Thailand, Patani, Satun, Songkhla, Yala, and Narawat, Singapore, in Brunei Darussalam. There is considerate genetic, linguistic, cultural, artistic, and social diversity among the many Malay subgroups, mainly due to hundreds of years of immigration, sabi rito, in assimilation of various regional ethnicity and tribes within the maritime Southeast Asia. Kaya nga tayo dapat nagkakaisa dito sa Southeast Asia. Kasi yung ethnicity natin, yung origin natin ay iisa. Malays. Pinag-aaway-away tayo. Kaya sabi, tingnan lang natin yung pagmumuka natin. Pag pumunta ka sa Malaysia, hindi mo na malaman kung Malaysian ba o Filipino yan o Indonesian. O dito po sa, ito, RF3 World, Malaysian yung may-ari, billionaire. Si, Sir Nasiri Omar. Nakita ninyo yung kuwan ko? Ang tawag dito? Picture ko sa Facebook. Parang kapatid ko yung pagmumukha, Pinoy na Pinoy. Pag nandun ka din, parang Malaysian ka rin or Indonesian. Kaya pag nagmi-meeting kami, Indonesian, Singaporean, yung mga Singaporeans, karamihan, mga Chinese kasi, makikita mo ang pagkakaiba. Pero tayo naman, may mga mapuputi, mga taga-Thailand. Alos, pag tinignan mo, kaya sabi ko, where are you from? I am from Thailand. I thought you were a Filipina. Lalo sa Malaysia. Sabihin ko sa inyo. Huwag tayo nag-away-away kung may dispute. Kailangan pag-usapan ng maayos. In the Sabah claim, that includes the Sabah claim. Kaya lang may mga tao tayo nilalason yung isipan ng ating mga kababayan. In your provoking conflict. Yan trabaho ng mga lokong ito. Stop it! Sabi ko nga sa inyo, mga liberal, kayong mga pinklawan, ako, naman akong pink. Bakit yung kandidato ninyo, di na lang ninyo i-promote ng maayos? Advisean ninyo na mag-present siya ng comprehensive plan. At doon dapat yung focus ng inyong mga press releases. Di ba? Hindi yung focus ninyo, black propaganda. At yung black propaganda ninyo, wala mang base na maayos. So nangyari, ang dali pong mabasag. Ngayon, basag na naman kayo. No? So anyway, mga kababayan, that's all for now dito sa atin pong short video sa Marvelous DTV. Kuha na lang po ninyo. Paki-share ito sa lahat ninyong mga kaibigan para hindi umubra ang paninirang puri. Ito mga chismosong dilawan na naging pink, na naging karir na nila yung paninira at pagpalaganap ng mga kasinungalingan. Okay po? So, and by the way, yung mga ulitin ko, yung sa Facebook, para po may kuwan kayo, may backup, mag-open kayo ng account ninyo sa MIWI. Ayos pa, para you stay connected in case may mangyaring hindi natin inaasahan. Di ba? So, maraming salamat po. Ako po si Dante. Bye-bye. God bless.